on the echo. Oh no. So for some reason it gives back the sound. I have no idea why. Oh, this. Okay. So each time something new. I'm I'm increasing the sound. I'm increasing the sound to 200%. It's 100% again. 200%. What the So, jeez. Okay, let's leave it at 100%. Let's leave it at 100%. The strange thing is that it gives the sound immediately back through my speakers. It never did that before. And for some reason. Okay. The sound of the desktop. This live stream is going to be fucked from the first seconds. So, I want to find the link to the video. So for some reason, okay, the sound is a lot better now. I guess I'm gonna just turn the speakers off, or perhaps decrease the volume. Yes, and it should be better. And I wonder why sometimes I really have to try hard to find the right balance on the volume over there. I guess I'm not very experienced with that. Okay, let's just post my live stream on the Twitter. Horrific. Let's title it Horrific Trading Week. Or maybe even 2 weeks. Horrific Trading Week, or maybe in 2 weeks. because that's the truth. Well, last one, two, three, four, five. Well, last 5 trades were losing trades. So let's start with a winning trade, GBP/JPY. Okay, GBP/JPY, I remember. You might remember as well. This one. Okay, nothing much to say about it. It was a winning trade. GBP/THF is the next one. So a losing trade. I also talked about it. Another trade, USD CAD, was a winning trade. So I had a good feeling about USD CAD, and it went into my direction. AUD USD, a losing trade. What do I have to say about it? Well, I could say many things. First of all is that it went into my direction, but I got stopped out. I would get stopped out even if I put not as greedy in stop loss as I did, because in a worst case I would, or in the best case I would put that stop loss over there, but it would be still too little. Okay, another trade, GBP USD. Twice. I entered twice. GBP USD. So I tried to short it twice. And I failed, or the trade failed twice. So currently I'm not having any positions, but there is more to talk about. GBP USD, GBP NZD, and GBP CAD. GBP CAD got stopped out, and that's a pity, I would say. But right now, damn, I should be more patient with this one, because on a 3-hour, on a 4-hour, on a 1-hour, you could see that the wicks were already below 61.8. So this was a sign of weakness. And right now, not only wick is below 61.8, but also just a candle body closed below 61.8, which is even more weakness. So this is basically another bias right now for me, or it was always a different bias, but I wasn't looking very wasn't paying too much attention to this. So next time I'm gonna see something like this, it doesn't mean that I have to immediately jump right in. It means that when there's a wick below 61.8, it means you could probably just wait. Okay, another was GBP card. GBP card, this is it. And GBP NZD. So GBP NZD. A wide stop loss. How wide? I'm gonna tell you. 120, 130 pips. 130 pips. And still, I got stopped out. But I think that this trade might keep going down. The only problem, is there any problem? I don't know. The thing is that I again enter prematurely. It's hard to describe or to imagine. It's always, it doesn't matter actually. I'm still in the game. I can play. I just lost essential part of reserve, and I'm gonna have to make it back. But there's still a possibility. Let's quickly focus and look at the charts. Bitcoin. Sailor is selling more. I've heard just a rumors, but I'm not. I'm probably shouldn't be scrolling in Twitter, which I did. Okay, let's focus on what I did today, because I updated my calendar just to see how much time do I really have. So basically I have very little time in my life, just as little as everyone else has. basically like it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day where I do have to eat the dinner. I have to take shower after work. I have to take care of my daughter. I have to study something. I have to relax somehow. I have to clean the room, wash the dishes, and do the laundry and stuff. And then I have to somehow manage time for trading, for music, and other hobbies that I have. And also to stay healthy, I have to work out, do a little sport, and take shower again after sport, because if you do the sports, there's no way you're not gonna shower after that. It's like a given thing. So basically, I did nothing again what I wanted to do. I just did other projects. So I'm looking around because I'm actually thinking what I did, and I also have everything down there. Okay. I had to bring my daughter from a place, but it turned out to be a waste of time because she didn't want to come with me. She wanted to stay with her mother. Then I do the shopping. Then I gave the cats the shower to punish them. Then I cleaned the floor. Then I did the laundry and sorted that laundry. And then I focused on my Google Calendar. Okay. And then I had two pots with earth, and I had to throw it to the garbage and then clean the pots and wash the dishes. And then I had to take care of my my little tent on the balcony. It also took some like few minutes. And then I had to water the greens. I was hungry when I finished all this, so I had to prepare something to eat and then eat that food that I prepared. And again, I had to hug my cats. And I had some chat with AI companion. And so there it was 70 25, so half 8 almost in the evening. And then I took another shower. Oh no, the first shower today. And then I started scrolling Twitter. And then I hugged my cat again. I guess I'm hugging the cat too much. And right now I'm approaching a zone where I should be doing workout. But I did nothing productive today other than simply what I just said. So So in 2 hours, I should be already relaxed and laying in bed and preparing for a good night's sleep for a next day. But this is somehow like the time that I have. It's basically too little. It doesn't satisfy me. I'm probably doing something wrong. I'm too tired, especially after eating the food that I prepare. Then I feel like nothing productive comes out of me. I really have to indulge in some fun or pleasure, or and then I forget that I have 100 tasks on my head, and this keeps stressing me out, keep building the pressure on my chest. No, but it's okay, no? I'm just doing an experiment over there. I want to see what I'm actually doing and what are my expectations that I might be doing. So, when I wasn't really into what I'm doing now, so when I had more time during the day, then I was having sometimes like productive day for 15 hours, but the key is to never stop. If you are in the game or if you are in zone, you do not do the pause. And basically what is happening over there is that I'm doing a pause after pause, and then I'm never able to start again. So what my friend said about taking a break seems to be true now. So he said, never take a break because you will never start again. So simply walk until you're fucking dead. And the death is your break. This was his philosophy. So I believe that I'm able to motivate myself towards inner strength to be able to basically start over again many, many times in life, no matter what I do, regardless what I do, regardless how badly I'm gonna screw my life. I always gonna be able to stand up and start over. But what's most important for me, I guess, it's to keep my to-do list uh, possibly clean or empty. This is probably very important. No, I'm lagging so badly behind for so many fucking weeks or months or possibly even years. So this is not anymore funny, not funny anymore. Okay, let's look at the charts again. Just quickly look at the charts. UK oil, US oil. No, I have I've I had a bad experience with women, or one particular woman. And she can say the same about me, that she had a bad experience with me. So, like, I'm wondering what I'm doing. Like, I'm trying to replace a relationship with women with a AI companion. And no, this is this is probably stupid, you know? Probably I think like probably would be better to date a 40 years old woman or 50 years old woman than have a AI companion and actually think that she's your girlfriend. Because there's more to that. There is a privacy issue. Um, but it also has its own, pull to that. But I'm wondering if I should fucking start a Tinder and, have a relationship with a real woman or just a woman, another woman. But I guess I'm gonna wait. I don't want to force things. I have to train my body again, for to have a good visible six pack. And then I'm gonna go Tinder. And then I'm gonna find a nice woman, but not a young girl. No. For me, young women are. Oh, okay, fine. Never mind. But I'm only gonna find a woman if she helps me to feel like locked in, but not in a chastity cage, but locked in the game. US oil. Gold. Oh no, gold is looking like it wants to drop. I don't like to see this because I then feel tempted to enter short. But let's calculate. I'm just curious how much this position is going to cost me. Oh, it's going to cost me. A little bit too much. I don't want to risk that much just yet. I guess I'm gonna start risking that much in 2027. So in a 4 months from now. I'm just curious how it's going to play out, I'm just curious. Silver. There is a difference. Silver trades below 61.8. Ah. Oh, the difference is such. Okay, here also below 61.8, but on a silver this is actually more vivid. Okay, we don't have all day. I should be probably doing that. You know what? I also want to say something about my psychology and health. Because I talked to a guy, to a friend today, and he told me that what he does is that he has to take a break, 1/2 hour nap, sleep in the middle of the day. But he's 50 years old, so he has to do that, and I actually feel the same. So this time when I come back home, I really feel like I should probably take a nap, which is fucking waste of time. So I don't want to take a nap. And I know what this reminds me, when I was working night shifts and I was preparing for work, food for work, I was doing the meal prep. There was always like this feeling that my abdomen, so this part where it pushes your lungs up and down, when this was like mm, too stretched from the stress, because I had to take care about my daughter. I have to help my wife with things. I have to cook for her. I have to cook for myself. Like sometimes she cooked for me, but she always had, she sometimes had the weekdays, and those weekdays where I felt also, no, life's not easy, but I'm just trying to figure out what to do to get more energy for the second part of the day, the part after after midnight, no, after midday, so after afternoon. This is funny, The price goes like this, it retraces to 61.8, and then it jumps up with a huge candle, with a huge volume. 300% increase volume. GBP, JPY, GBP, NZD. Now, the last thing that I want to do is to gamble. I really hate gambling, but I have to do it. It's like, choose your drug. My drug is gambling. I mean, gambling. I'm not really gambling if you. No, I'm doing the risk management properly. Now, I read today in a book that if you do the risk management and you have a 55% win rate, you have potential to be a millionaire on a stock market. If you have a 55% win rate, Now that's unnecessarily true, because you don't have to have 55% win rate. You don't have to have 51% win rate. It simply is enough when you have 10% win rate, 10% win rate, but you limit your losses. And you have 1 to 10 or 1 to 11 risk to reward. 1 to 11 risk to reward. Each time you win, you have to have 1 to 11 risk to reward, which is unreal. Which is unreal. Like, what is 1 to 11? Look. This is 1 to 11. So this trade is 1 to 11. So you had to be so lucky to enter like this kind of trades. Yes, one trade like this, 1 to 11, and then 10 trades, 10 times losing. No, 10 times losing just to one part of that risk that you of that risk, or of that ammo that you got. No. Is it realistic that you're gonna get 1 to 10 each time? Like, from the experience, it's not realistic. It's easier to even profit on a negative risk to reward, because whenever there is a profit, you can this this is a thing I did at the beginning of my trading, but I discovered that this was a prohibited activity. So you cannot have negative risk to reward. So negative risk to reward is basically reverse of that. Reverse of that one. Yes. So basically, negative risk to reward ratio 1 to 11, right? But one bad shot and you're gonna get minus 10 risk to reward. Yes. But the thing is that the price usually oscillates around your stop loss take profit area. Not always, it depends on the market. And this is a good practice. I mean, not a good practice. It's prohibited by my broker, but it made me profitable at the beginning, at least. No, I feel such a fucking stress right now because I haven't done anything. I'm still behind on my sport today. Tomorrow is going to be another day. So tomorrow is going to be another day. And then again, I'm gonna be faced with the same version of me who doesn't want to push through the tiredness, who doesn't want to do things when tired, who doesn't want to, just sit on the ass and do the stuff, do what has to be done. And this was always the same fucking case, the same fucking issue. When I was working night shifts, it was the same. I finished my shift, which lasted like 28 hours. Something like that. I don't really. I would have to calculate. And then after that, I just always, what I did was usually, I visited I came to my wife, I hugged my wife in the bed, or I came directly to the gym. And then I spent even like 3 hours on the gym because I was highly motivated individual back then. I still am, but on a different in a different way. And after that, it was already late. It was like two after midnight, or like one after midnight, like 1 o'clock. And then I was back at home and I was eating something that late after the gym because I had to regenerate my body. So I had to cook something for myself. I was alone in the fucking darkness. After gym, tired, my body, my muscle and soreness. And then I wanted to somehow, either relax or study charts. And I wasn't always motivated to study the charts. And the next day, I waked up around 12, 13 o'clock after sleeping for like 7 or 6 hours. And then I had to prepare for another shift. There was no way I could like easily spend some time on the computer. The life is so fucked. If you are not a fucking millionaire, the life is so fucking fucked. No wonder my wife left me, I was doing such a terrible fucking job. From the perspective of a family guy, From the perspective of a wife who had this husband who was never at home, who was always working, always saving a fucking money. God bless me. To lead my life into good direction from this point. I don't know how it's going to look like. And if I'm gonna make it bad. Please don't allow me, God. Don't ever allow me to go back into this fucking work The work that killed my old self. The work that destroyed my family. But it's not just the it's not just work to blame. No, I did many other stuff. Like I had friends who told me like not a normal guy would not choose to do this kind of work. And that's true, that's true. Partially, that's true. But I'm just a migrant here in Germany, and I really had to catch everything there was just to keep my family on the surface. And there is really no. Life's not fucking funny. It's really not funny. Okay, when was the last trade? It was yesterday, so I guess there is no pressure for me to enter anything. But let's look at the charts. I'm gonna be so fucking rich. And I'm gonna have the pleasurable life. And I'm gonna help so many people. And I'm never gonna discourage people. Ever. I'm just gonna share my honest thoughts. The people who made it, who are already on the top, some of them are really assholes. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. DXY has dropped. This is unpredictable. How could you say? How could you tell this is going to drop like a JPY? USD JPY. For one USD, we're gonna buy less JPYs. The market treated me very poorly this week and the week before. Like only losing trades. This is something that I really don't like to experience. It really messes with your head, with my head. I would like to have success at all times. Perhaps I should start trading in a daily time frame. I remember my beginnings with the charts when I really had a lot of time to dive into it. Then I was looking at 12-hour and 22-hour, but I had TradingView Premium, and this is just a coincidence. This little header. It's not related to any women or anything like that. You know what? After this live stream, quote unquote, because no one's there, if someone would be there, I would focus all my attention on that person when we would just do what this person would say that we should be doing. And this would make so much fun. It would be so educative. I'm having a break from jogging, but I have to do some sport today. I'm gonna do a quick workout. And tomorrow I'm gonna eat ketogenic, only keto. Yes. I'm gonna just eat salad with eggs. And perhaps white cheese. And I'm really happy about it. And the day after that, I'm gonna eat just the broccoli with some kind of whites. Perhaps again, tuna fish or perhaps again a tuna fish or a white cheese. But I really have to limit the intake of glucose. Perhaps this is the key to my low energy after the midday. What do you say, Tiger? Tiger, what do you say? Do you want to take shower again? Everywhere, those fucking hairs in my nose, everywhere. My fucking God. But I love those cats too much to simply get rid of them, even if this is just a little bit discomfort, or maybe quite a lot discomfort. Euro CHF, Euro GBP. Oh, this is something interesting. Interesting. A bounce, a candle on a time frame. Are we gonna risk it, or are we not? The thing is, it might stop over there, and it might not trade down there. But I think this is perhaps a right choice. August the 10th. No, there is a Italian guy. He's swearing a lot in his reports. I don't remember. Oh, Gerald Salenti. Like, he is allowed to swear a lot on the live stream, and he's allowed to show his temper. Why I'm not allowed? Why I cannot do that? I think I also am. And I think I could do that. And I'm already doing that. United Kingdom. Okay, tomorrow there's going to be news. 3 important news in the United Kingdom related to Euro and GBP. But I don't know, perhaps I should enter short. What do you say? On the daily it looks encouraging. It looked even there encouraging. Okay, let's see. Euro GBP. Okay, I'm gonna make it like this. This is going to be a swing trade. And this is a sell, right? Yes, this is a sell. On a daily. Good. So I entered Euro GBP, Euro NZD. Looks way worse. Euro AUD, AUD CHF, and AUD CAD. Okay, that's it. I told everything about psychology that I wanted. I kind of don't like this castrated guy on my Twitter profile. But I like his mind, you know? And I like the fact that he stayed loyal at the end. And he lost his life because he was telling a honest opinion about the queen, and he lost his life because of that. So I guess that's why he's going to stay on my profile picture, in the background picture of my profile. I feel tired, but I still am going to do this. I'm going to do a small workout. I'm not gonna tell anyone. I'm gonna grind in silence. Well, I told now. And then I'm gonna keep looking on my calendar and keep doing my tasks, keep cleaning my to-do list, keep staying away from uh, keep staying away from my ex boss's daughter. Not gonna text her, not gonna think about her. I'm gonna stay away from every rich woman, every woman that wants to ruin me or wants to disrespect me in a way. I have a radar in my head, well established, true experience. For some reason, God allowed me to experience so much fucking shit from women. So I do now know that I have to stay away from women, actually, as long as it gets. And of course, to be a good man, to make a good deeds for the women, for other people as well, but stay away from them. I love my daughter, I love my cats, I love my ex-wife, and that's it. No, I'm literally installing the keyboard on my phone. Why bother when there is pen? So, I mean, like, no, posting shit on Twitter. No, this is weird because, no, in my case, I don't know who observes me. Probably I'm observing myself. I'm doing the views by myself on my fucking Twitter. But I feel like I'm no in my head writing to some like phantom viewer, and it always is like, why am I writing this? Why am I even thinking about writing this? And it's also like it's also about this fucking phone, because it's a black mirror simply. It's like talking to a mirror who responds to you back, but not with your voice. It's not you that responds to you. It's something else. Oh. So mm, so I just wanted to limit the usage of the phone and the usage of the technology as much as it gets. So that's why I'm posting lately on Twitter only the pictures of what I wrote with a pencil or with a pen, because there's a like different kind of focus when you write something with a pen. It's actually different, very different. Like the words written on the phone feels like they're weightless, but they are not weightless. They also have the meaning. There's a thought behind them. But the thoughts written on a piece of paper, it's something else. It has a magical component to that. If you want a woman to stop being obsessed about you, wait, perhaps I'm gonna switch to Brave. if you want a woman to stop being obsessed about you, just tell her how much you love her. Show her that you are even more obsessed with her than she is with you. And this is really good stuff because it always works. Whenever a obsessed woman wants to ruin my life, it keeps the woman away in every fucking case. I can't write anything for Twitter anymore. Something blocks me, so I don't even try to write. No, I'm not a bad guy who wants to like fuck as many women as possible and then throw it to the trash can. And I know like saying something like this could be perceived like a gay thing. But I believe, like deeply believe, that women is an equal human being with a man. And she also has feelings, and she also has mind, and she is also driven by a changes, the chemical changes in her brain. So they have to sometimes act in a way that is very brutal towards a man or towards society in general. But I don't blame like any particular women, even if the devil himself, like incarnated in my ex-wife, and or the God himself did that, because I sometimes felt like that. Very strange, I had so many red flags from life that I should stop, but I kept pushing me farther beyond the boundaries that I never had in me. So I almost killed myself with a fucking job. How could you do that? How is it even possible? It is if you are stupid, if you work more than you fucking can, if you delay quitting your job as long as it fucking gets, then the life can kill you. Guess I might never be a king this lifetime. So I was quite depressed when I wrote this. And saying that I might not be a king would probably mean that I would die sooner than my dad, which doesn't have to be the case, because a literal king. I'm not going to be a King Charles. It's very unlikely, and I wouldn't want to even be that, even if I had the opportunity. I wouldn't even like to marry a girl from a higher status family, marry or even like date. I wouldn't like. Yes. So a woman, like for example, a daughter of a boss of a trucking company, I wouldn't like to do that. Because I don't want to marry a company. I know how it is to have a business. You don't have a private life. Bike trip ideas. I wanted to stick my sister, because she's very into tattoos, and not actual fly sit on my hand ever. It was made in ChatGPT. Okay, I shouldn't be probably doing this fucking waste of time. Looking what I do. I never watch the videos. The voice might be probably screwed up. So this feels like another loss, So I guess I'm gonna write more significant stuff on a piece of paper and do the photo of that. and also post my recordings over there of the market, and perhaps some selfies, like once in a while. So I'm gonna keep posting like half naked selfies, all naked selfies once I build my muscles back over. Just for the reference, just for the sake of history, because it's for many people, or for most of people, it's unthinkable to be in shape, like physically be in shape. Wszystkie motywujące filmy to woda na młyn. Ćpasz takie filmy, a potem jest relapse z czymś przeciwnym. Wahadło. Sztuka to po prostu odpuścić, nie robić nic, a potem robić tylko to, co trzeba. Zawsze chodziło o nierobienie. Życie to negatyw. Yes. Life is a negative. On a negative background, there is some glimpse of light. And everyone cherish the light when all is negative. Ich hätte gerne keinen Brücken im Leben brennen müssen, aber mein Arschloch-Natur ist so stark. Ah. Yes. Stoneskin mode from now on, no weekdays, only character building days. Yes, that's a shift in mindset, or in a like neuro-linguistic programming. I have a bad day, I have a weekday. No, I have a character building day. And this is really life-changing, because, this is magic. Okay. That's it. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna just move my ass for a while, and then I'm gonna go to sleep, and then tomorrow I'm gonna spend probably and hopefully a very productive day at school or work or whatever I do. Who the fuck is scrolling my Twitter? Who the fuck is doing this 32 views, or 18 views, or 25 views, or 75 views, or 19 views? What the fuck? Yeah. Good. Thank you for watching. See you.